Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the Shadow and Sun Show. And welcome to the first time I've ever done this, I guess. My good friend Bloodworth did a video similar to this, and he wanted me to collaborate with it, and I couldn't quite keep to the same parameters he did, and I hope you go watch it. His top favorite sci-fi games, like top 12 sci-fi games, and I'm like, yeah, I've got dozens and dozens of sci-fi games, but that doesn't mean I like them. There's only about, well, as you'll see, which ones I actually like. There might be a couple I've left off the list, but this is my top 10 plus, it's actually 12, favorite RPGs of all time. And I know there's going to be a couple of my friends watching this when it premieres. If you can guess my favorite, you win the no prize, I guess. I don't know. I just thought of it now, so I don't know. I'll hook you up with something one of these days. But you know, I've been doing this for 47 years. I've been playing RPGs like 6 hours a day, every day since 1979. If I wasn't playing them, I was reading them, studying them, dreaming about playing them. Some days I played more. There were obviously days I didn't play at all, but I was still, you know, going to play the next day, or I was reading or studying, doing all that stuff. But it wasn't really a hard list to compile. It was hard to find some of them, and I'm going to go in reverse order, obviously saving the top one for last. But these first two, obviously I'm biased because I'm writing for them, but I wouldn't be writing for them if I didn't feel so strongly about them. And that leads me to, you guessed it, Savage Swords. This is the super deluxe hardcover from Lulu, only to be replaced real soon by a 2-volume set, which I will buy. I love this game so much. I even have the soft cover out there that I'll probably give away if someone actually wants it, because it's missing a bunch of stuff, and you know, but I'll still autograph it and hand it out. But I love this game. This game taught me so much about doing things completely different and trying to really capture the Robert E. Howard vibe. And hopefully my players, you know, in the Savage Sword game that I'm running on Friday nights will attest to that fact, maybe even in the comments section. And if not, well, then I just won't put them in the module, right? The next one, obviously, I'm sure no surprise here, Barrows and Borderlands. I love this game. This game is just so simple and so much fun, and this is all I need to run it. But since I'm writing more stuff for it, I'm hoping this becomes like a big, you know, 12-volume set of books to make this game even better. That's Barrows and Borderlands, in case you can't read the title. I really like this game. Matt, you know, for being so young, has really captured and thrown a whole bunch of lightning into this bottle that we play on Mondays and alternating Thursday evenings. Next one is a game I probably don't talk about enough, but I love this game. I wish I could play it again, but it's the hardest sell of all the genres ever. Sorry about the siren out there, folks, but that's what happens when you live this close to the main thoroughfare in our little town. But that's Top Secret 2nd Edition. Not only is this game the best, probably the best espionage game of all time, it's also the best version of Top Secret. Come at me, bros. Because it in here, I should open it up, but I don't want to have this video go on for like 45 minutes. Has the best Dungeon Master's advice ever compiled. Way before we started yakking on YouTube, this administrator's guide in here was talking about and codified and explained all the things you need to know to be a great GM. It's worth the price of admission just for that book. You can probably pick this up for like $25, and it's worth it. If you're one of those hardcore gamers and want to know more and hone your craft, as it were, pick this up just for that book, or you can go on the high seas and pick it up for free, and that's the Top Secret SI or second edition Administrator's Guide. I love this game. Just nobody wants to play it because it's too, I don't know. Tell me in the comment section why you would never play that game. Then a game that is also really near and dear to my heart. I had so much fun playing this back in the day, back in, like right when it came out. Me and my buddies, we played this one. We played the heck out of this one for about a year, maybe a little more, and then on to other things. And that was Pacesetter's Chill. In my opinion, the best horror game out there because it's not so tied to H.P. Lovecraft mythology or anybody else's mythology. You can run any game, any horror game you want with this, and you've got everything in this box. There really isn't anything else you need. And yeah, around the holidays, people are telling you, hey, let's play some Call of Cthulhu. Tell them no, let's play some Chill. Next, surprisingly, in this particular spot, because we now get to the games that I really played a lot. And this is the game that started it all for me back in 1979. I was tempted to find my original Player's Handbook, but it's so beat up you wouldn't even be able to tell that it is AD&D. And you guys hear me bitch about this game a lot because the squeaky wheel gets the grease. And I love this game. It's not perfect. It's not the best. There's no such thing. But for me and the guys, this is how it all got started with the Player's Handbook. And I have so many great memories, so many great adventures that I'm still running it today. This campaign that I'm running will probably be the last for a good long time until, I just get that urge to play it again. But yeah, AD&D Player's Handbook. I think it's my what? It's in spot number 8, surprisingly enough. But that's because as much as I played that, I played this game more. I played the hell out of this game. My Evil campaign, my famous 25, 30 year long Evil campaign was played with this game. That's right, Palladium's Heroes Unlimited, right? Weird choice, right? And it wasn't like a superhero game. It was a sci-fi fantasy, just a weird game that we did everything. And we used not just this book, but we started out in AD&D, went to this book, Traveler, and we used them all in one weird game of games, as Matt would put it. But I played the hell out of this game, and I really loved it. And I'd play it again, definitely. It's one of the top 2 best superhero games I've ever come across, at least so far. Then comes another game I don't talk about enough about because the not only is the game mechanics, the game rules really solid, but it's got one of the few IP universes worlds that I actually I love. I love it so much that I don't vary or I don't deviate from its actual world setting. That's what I love about it most, not the mechanics, but the world setting. And you don't really, every game I've mentioned so far, except maybe Top Secret and kind of Savage Swords because I'm using its world, but even with Barrows and Borderlands, I've made my own little plot of land that's, kind of my own. But Mutant Chronicles has one of the best, craziest world settings I've ever come across. I used to describe it as actually believable because I could see the future becoming just like the way they describe it here with the corporations and the Dark Legion and the Brotherhood and all that stuff. Not only did I play this game like a lot, but we also played Warzone a lot. And even more so than that, we played Doom Trooper, the card game. Favorite card game of all time. Love that game. I had a regular Sunday game of like 10 or 12 players, all stuffed into a tiny little hotel room, believe it or not. We moved all the furniture, pissing off the people who owned the place, but this tiny little dirt bag, hole-in-the-wall hovel, and we played the hell out of Doom Trooper. I tried to get the guys to play Mutant Chronicles, but there was just no way that was going to work because sometimes we had tables out on the sidewalk and everything because we'd have like this tournament thing going on and see who the best Doom Trooper player was. But the Mutant Chronicles world, chef's kiss. It's probably the only game here that I really stuck to the world setting. And then next here we have, I was tempted to just show the original, but to be honest, I didn't like the original as much as I liked second edition Gamma World. I think this is second edition. Pretty sure it's second edition. This was the better version of Gamma World. Everybody agrees on that. All the stuff that came after it just went way off into left field, but we had a lot of fun with this one. And I think that's one of the reasons why I like Barrows and Borderlands so much, because it really absorbed the feel of this, but incorporated so many other things. But this, if you want a really weird gonzo post-apocalyptic game that isn't Barrows and Borderlands, then this is it. Okay. This one, I have it elsewhere, but this game, this was the second RPG I ever played, and I literally could use it to play any other game I could imagine, with a few little tweaks, but otherwise, Traveler, first edition. Let's see if I can make sure not to get the glare, because this is sealed. My other Traveler books are over there, but I didn't want to pull them out, but I thought this would make more of an impact and drive home how great this game is. Don't get me wrong, Mongoose second edition is really good and maybe even a little bit better, but it all started here with this box. I was 13, and it has a lot of really special memories because of things that happened that had nothing to do with Traveler, because of the people I was playing Traveler with. But I love this game. In my opinion, it's the best sci-fi game ever. That simple. What do we got next? Okay, we got a couple more, because we're getting to the top three. I've mentioned this game a lot because this game is the game. This is my my desert island game. If I was going to be trapped on a desert island, this is the game I would pick. And some of you already know where I'm going with this, but that's second edition Villains and Vigilantes. I've got the first in the box, and then I've got the third, which is just a little bit different than this one. But I played this one a lot. I love the superpower system. A friend of mine, OG GM, is a big fan of this as well, so much so that he's using a lot of it for the project he's working on, and it's just so only a true fan would recognize it. And this game, 47 pages, I can run anything, even better than I can run Traveler. I can run any game I want with this, and that's all I need to have a really stellar campaign. But there's the box set of that I can actually keep volumes 1, 2, and 3 in. The modules and stuff like that are a mountain of stuff in the other room. And the next one, the game that literally everybody on the planet seems to hate, except me and a few people, the greatest role-playing game ever written, because the mechanics are not mechanics, if that makes any sense. And plus, a little biased again, because Roger was such a good friend of mine and such a great influence on me. I was just a wee lad when I met him, and he saw something special and let me learn at the foot of the master, so to speak. That's none other than the Amber role-playing game. Seriously, guys. Best RPG ever. It forces you and coerces you and bribes you and urges you to role play the whole time you're playing. And if you're a fan of the Amber Chronicles, let me know. Maybe we can scrounge up 4 or 5 players and run this one more time. Really love this game. Last but not least, I can hear DM James screaming off in the distance somewhere. Nobody knows what that is. That's Arduin. This is Volume 1. I won't even open it because it's in really good shape. But I'm just it's so very I could literally, if I sold this, I could buy every book I just showed you, every box set, every game. Arduin, the greatest addition to the hobby. Period. It influenced everything and every one of the masters that are, for the most part now gone. Starting with David himself, who left this world way too early, but he left us with something that doesn't get the credit it deserves because of how it influenced things, like Dungeons and Dragons. But this was essentially, at the beginning, a supplement for White Box, and then it became its own thing. And all throughout its history, so many rules and ideas started here, or Book 2 or Book 3, Volume 1, 2, and 3 of the Arduin Grimoire, really started and opened up all the possibilities of all the things that were to come. And I hope Dave's looking down on me and us right now going, nah, I didn't do all that. But yeah, he did. He didn't mean to, didn't even know what he was doing when he was doing it in the way it would snowball and become so influential. And I mean, if you've ever heard of the rolling a crit, that's how far back that goes. Almost 50 years. I think in 28 it'll be its 50th anniversary. So not that far behind D&D, and so far ahead of it in all of the pages. Every single page is worth its weight in gold, in my opinion. And that's my top 12 favorite RPGs of all time. If something else comes out, I'll be glad to add it to the stack if you got something you want to recommend. But that's it. Those are my favorite games of all time in order. It wasn't really hard to come up with the list. I was surprised when I almost forgot a couple. I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't forget that. Like Mutant Chronicles, because nobody, but they really were great games. And maybe someday you'll see a copy in a used bookstore of one of these things, and you'll pick it up and you'll read it and you'll go, hey, Shadow wasn't half wrong. I'd love to hear what you guys think of any particular game on the list. If there was something in there you think I omitted that should have been in there, also let me know in the comment section. But that's what I got for you today. After yesterday's kind of somber episode, I wanted to hit you up with something fun and in a lighter vein. My dog is being a weirdo. But I hope you guys have a great day, a great rest of your week. A great weekend is right around the corner, where we get to maybe play some of these games and continue this wonderful hobby. But I apparently am needed downstairs because the little fuzzy guy, as you can hear, needs to do his thing. I'm gonna let you guys do your thing, and until next time, folks, I love you guys, and happy trails.